Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's Dan, I'm the MTG engineer, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena gameplay video. Today, we are featuring an Orzhov Clerics deck in Standard. This is a best of one deck. But before we get into it, as always, timestamps are down in the description, so if you want to skip ahead to any relevant portions of the video, you may do so. And with that, let's get into the deck here. As mentioned, this is a standard best of one deck, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen a lot of these Clerics decks running around Standard. Clerics seem to really have gotten a lot of support in Zendikar Rising. Kind of the main support card that we kind of saw was Aura, Skyclave, Hierophant. Okay, that's a 4 mana, 2, a white and a black for a legendary creature, a core cleric with lifelink. Reading: whenever Aura, Skyclave, Hierophant, or another cleric you control dies, return target cleric card with lesser CMC from your graveyard to the battlefield. So that right there, again, there's a lot of cleric support in this deck. Okay, so that's kind of the main card that we have here. I have no idea how Charmed Stray made its way into this deck. We're going to go ahead and remove that. Not quite sure there. So with that, let's kind of go through a lot of these different cards here. Okay, in the 1-drop slot, we got 4 copies of Speaker of the Heavens. He's a 1 mana creature, human cleric with vigilance and lifelink. You can tap him to create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. You can activate this ability only if you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, and you can only cast it at any time you could cast a sorcery. So you cannot activate this at instant speed. I've made that mistake once or twice. Again, read your cards. All right, so that last part about casting, activating it at only anytime you cast sorcery, that's you kind of need to remember that. All right, you can miss out on quite a different 4/4s if you forget that. Okay. So, and again, the main thing to concern yourself with this card is you have to have at least 7 or more life than you had when you started the game. That is the main thing you need to keep that you need to keep in mind. And it's not difficult to do in this deck. In this deck, it is not difficult to get 7 or more life. Okay. So with that, the next one we've got is 4 copies of Archfiend's Vessel from M21, 1 black, creature, human, cleric. Again, another cleric. It's got lifelink. When he ETBs, if he entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, then you exile it. And then if you do, you get a 5/5 flyer. Okay. Village Rites, 1 mana. You can sack a creature. Well, you have to sack it to cast it, and you get to draw 2 cards. Okay. Always nice casting Village Rites when I have a Taborax on the field, sacrificing either a Speaker of the Heavens or Archfiend's Vessel to draw 3 cards. Okay. But I don't want to skip too far ahead, so let's go to the 2-drop slot. 2-drop slot, we have 4 copies of Null Priest of Oblivion, 1 in a black for a creature vampire. You guessed it, cleric. It's got menace, lifelink, and also has kicker, 3 in a black. When Null Priest of Oblivion ETBs, if it was kicked, you can return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, that menace is really helpful. Okay, that comes in key in a lot of different matchups. The fact that it has lifelink is menace and lifelink together work really well, gaining you that 2 life in a pinch. Okay, and then a lot of times, if your opponent has a couple of 1/1 tokens on the battlefield, they have to block with 2 of them. And a lot of times I don't mind not sacrificing the Null Priest of Oblivion, but trading it off, even with tokens, because I know that I have a lot of different options of getting a Null Priest back onto the field from my graveyard. Okay, so all that to say, menace and lifelink is kind of a big deal in this deck. Okay, next up we have 4 copies of Cleric of Life's Bond for a white and a black, 2 mana creature, vampire, cleric. Whenever another cleric ETBs, you gain a life. Again, all of the creatures in this deck are clerics, so you're gaining a lot of life off of just this Cleric of Life's Bond. Also, whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on Cleric of Life's Bond. I've seen a couple of these decks, these cleric decks that aren't running Cleric of Life's Bond, and personally, I think it's a mistake. And honestly, in a couple of these decks, I've seen the 2 slot is very light. So, you know, I added Cleric of Lifespan. I say add because I've seen, like I said, I've seen a couple of decks that forego running Cleric of Lifespan for other options. I just think it's a mistake. It fills out your curve, and you need that curve filler a lot of times. And again, for a creature for 2 mana that essentially grows every turn, because you're only running clerics, it's kind of a mistake to, in my opinion, it's kind of a mistake to not run it. Okay. In the 3-drop slot, we have 2 copies of Bastion of Remembrance, 2 and a black for an enchantment. When Bastion of Remembrance ETBs, you get to create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. That's not why we're running it. We are running it for that last line of text. Whenever a creature you control dies, you drain each opponent for 1, and then you gain a life. That's why we're running that in this deck. Okay. Again, that incremental life gain just constantly helps. It really constantly helps for a few cards. Okay. And again, Speaker of Heavens is kind of one of those cards. All right, next we've got 3 copies of Call the Death Dweller, 2 and a black, sorcery, return up to 2 target creature cards with total CMC 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. One of them gets a death touch counter on the other one, or not the other one. You can then put a menace counter on one of them. Could be the same creature, could be a different one. Okay. Then we have 3 copies of Tabarax. Okay, I recently did that Tabarax Brawl deck. Works perfectly in a Cleric Tribal deck. Legendary creature, demon, you guessed it, Cleric, 2/2 flyer. Tabarax Hope's Demise has a lifelink as long as it has 5 or more +1/+1 counters on it. Main thing here, whenever another non-token creature you control dies, Tabarax gets a counter, +1/+1 counter, and if that creature was a Cleric, you may draw a card, and then if you do, you lose a life. I don't really care if I lose a life to draw a card in this deck. I'm gaining that life all of the time, pretty much every turn in this deck, okay? Tabarax is really, really key in a deck like this. All right, then we're running 3 copies of Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Grows. You know what it does, legendary creature, vampire, you guessed it, Cleric. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life, then you can pay 3 and 2 black to give all of your creatures lifelink until end of turn. Okay, Veto in a deck like this is amazing. All right. Now we're also running 4 copies of Agadeem's Awakening, the sorcery for X and 3 black, where you can return from your graveyard to the battlefield any number of target creature cards that each have different CMCs that cost X or less. And then, of course, the backside is Agadeem, the Undercrypt. You can have it enter the battlefield untapped if you pay the 3 life. All right. So Agadeem's Awakening, you know, has come in key and has come into play in just about every match that I've run with this deck. Okay, we've already gone over Aura. Last but not least, certainly not least, Angel of Destiny. 3 and 2 white for a creature angel. You guessed it, Cleric. It's got flying and double strike. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each gain that much life. We don't really like that. Okay, but what the main text on this card that we do care about. At the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total, each player Angel of Destiny attack this turn loses the game. So we don't really care if our opponent's gaining life if they're just going to lose at the end of the turn anyway. All right, so, and then our lands, we got 6 plains, 2 Castle Lockways, 6 swamps, 4 Grim Climb Pathway / Bright Climb Pathway, and then 4 Temples of Silence. Okay, so with that, that's the deck. Let me know what you think. And with that, let's get into some games. I guess this is fine. I don't really see a problem with this. Temple of Triumph, bottom. You got it. Archfiends. Got it. And, okay, Boros. You got it. Okay. So, we'll go here. Yep. Attack. Nothing. Got it. Okay. Skyclave apparition. All right. All right. So what we'll do is we'll go here. We'll go here. Yep. Go here. Yep. Gain. And attack. Yep. Yep. Oh, Winota. You got it. You got it. You're attacking, but you have indestructible. And you have indestructible. So we'll block there. You got it. Veto. Gain 2. Okay. We'll go black. Go another life bond. Okay. They'll all get a counter. And okay, so right now that's 2. All right. Now I'm trying to think. That's 11 damage on board next turn. At least 11 damage. All right. I'm going to stay back on defense. I don't think I can afford to swing in completely with no regard for this next turn here. Another one. You got it. I mean, you have a Archpriest of Iona. Yep, you got it. Nice. You had 1, right? No, you have all. Yeah, 1. The rest are humans. So he probably has another Winota in hand. We're gonna. This way, I'll at least get a token that I can use as a blocker. Okay. So now we will go like this. We'll go veto. Gain, drain, grow. Got it. Same thing, minus the growing. You got it. And we'll attack for lethal. Block. Block. You got it. And end turn. We're going to hang on to this. Because then we can, if we draw an untapped land, then I can add games for 2 next turn. Bone Crusher, you got it. Another one, you got it. I will... I will actually... I'm going to block here. Gain, drain, grow. Yep, here we go. Call Death Dwellers. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so what I would have probably done here, I probably just would have called and then gotten both. I would have gotten both speaker. Well, no, you know what? I probably would have just gone Vessel and Cleric of Life's Bond. That's probably what I would have done there. Yeah. So it was essentially what I was trying to do with Agademes, except I would have done Speaker of the Heavens and Cleric of Lifespan. So yeah, that was good. Good game. Good game. Yeah. Again, only problem, I'm on the draw. Gonna have to draw. Well, yeah, what we'll do is Speaker. So now I can at least curve out. Oh, okay. So mill or rogues. Null priest, you got it. So we're going to. Do I want to yeah, I'll Agademes. Pay the 3. Lifespan. Having Null Priest of Oblivion will help. Drown and Lock hasn't scatter. Nothing. Speaker of the Heavens, I'll gladly trade, but he's probably not going to block. Opponent. Okay, unsummon. Okay. Nope. You got it. Okay, Angel of Destiny. Okay, so we will go ahead and run out Cleric first, excuse me. Yep. And then Castle. And yes, I will attack. I have 6 in the graveyard. They can mill me again and grow them to 3/2 because they need, I believe, 8 cards. They run another rogue out right now. They'll mill me for 4. I'll go from 6 cards to 10 cards. They'll both be 3/2s. Yeah, so regardless, I was going to grow the Clerical Lifespan, but do we have another unsummon? Okay, Brazen Borrower. Yeah, so this is all tempo right now. It's the tempo deck. All right. So now the question. We've got 3 cards in hand. What do we have? We have a Taborax and a Veto. So you can call for one of them. I can call the Death Dweller for one of them. However, I have a Taborax. I have a Taborax in hand. Okay. So what I think we do is we will run out. Yeah. We'll run out Cleric of Lifespan again first. So drawing an aura is nice too, because if I can get that to stick, then I can be running everybody out again anyway. However, I think I attack first because again, if he runs something out, he probably is going to want to do it now. Okay. Nope. Grow. Nothing. Okay. We will Null Priest of Oblivion. Let's see if we draw a counter. Okay, there's the counter. So, okay. So, we know he's got all action. So, he only has the 1 blue. He's got 2 Thieves Guild Enforcers on the field. So, I mean, worst case, he runs out another Thieves Guild Enforcer and then the 1/3 flyer. That's a rogue. Okay, so I mean that's again worst case. What do we have in the grave? Taborax, Veto, Null Priest. The main thing I kind of want to get to stick will be Aura. So, what I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to combat now. If they grow to 3/2s, I'm fine trading. I'm okay with this. Yeah, because he was not going to trade there. There was no way he was going to do that. So we are going to run out Tabaraks. And that's at least a flyer. This is probably going to draw something out of him. Yeah, there's the Thought Thief. That's what it was. The Thought Thief. You got it. So right now I can't block the Thought Thief with Tabaraks. Yep. I'm going to block here. Because there's the 1. That'll be... So I have another speaker. Counter, counter, and draw. Take action. Another Null Priest. You got it. Okay. Alright. That's 8. Okay. So 2 CMC, 3 CMC, and I have 2 speakers in the grave, another veto, or excuse me, another Tabaraks and veto, and another Null Priest. Okay. So I can Null Priest, or excuse me, call. If I call, I probably want to get veto. Or you just Null Priest. Alright, what is the play here? Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to... I only have 5, so I can't kick a Null Priest. We're going to run 1 out. Because then I can still do Call the Death Dweller. So we're Null Priesting. Null Priesting. Like it's a verb. Okay. Thieves Guild Enforcer. That's fine. So attacking for 9. Drawn in the lock. You got it. I will draw. Agademes, that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to actually call because I have a 1 and 2. Yep. You are gonna get... Yeah, you're gonna get Death Touch. You're gonna get both of them. And, yep, we will run that out as land for turn. You got it. This way, I can trade and then kick Null Priest. I mean, that's an option. There's Blood Chiefs. You got it. I will draw. I'll take the 1 all day, every day. Wind Robber, you got it. Mill for 4. 19 in the grave, 1 card in hand, and 1 swamp. Mill for 2. You got it. Block there. Again, block there. Draw 2 cards. You got it. Tabaraks doing work. Boom. Take action. Yes, sir. Boom. All right. So now, unfortunately, I cannot remove... I can't remove this Wind Robber. Okay. So he's going to block and sack, which is fine. Block. Yep. Sack, draw. You got it. Next to damage. Okay. So we got 2 cards in hand. I've got him down to 9. I can Agadeems for 3. 1, 2, and then... Yeah. Honestly, if we can just get 1 more land, we can do it next turn. For 4 to get out Aura. We can get up to Aura. All right. All right. So we have 3. We have 6. Angel of Destiny. You got it. I'm going to hold on to Agadeems. On the off chance I get to draw a land. Next turn, untapped land. Pass. You got it. All right, so I need to gain. I need to be gaining a bunch of life here. Okay, well there that is. We're gonna attack with Angel and Tabrax, Angel Destiny. Unsummon. Sure, that's fine. You got it. So he's right back there. And now, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Agadeems for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I have an Archfiend's Vessel? I have Archfiend's Vessel. Cleric. Then veto, aura, submit. You got it. Now, ideally, what I should have done was done this pre-combat and then drain them for 4 additional. Now, right now, I just need to gain a bunch of life to get Angel of Destiny. 20 cards left in my library. 2 cards left in hand, and we got there. All right. There we go. That was it. That was it right there. That was good. Right. Ozland. Ozland. All right. Yeah. All right, so we're going against Lurrus. All right, so the fact that we're going against Lurrus as a companion. All right. All right, we'll see what this is. So, yeah, we're another Orzhov deck. At least that's what it looks like so far. Okay, well, that's good. That is a great draw right now. What that means is we're dropping both Archfiend Vessels, turn 1 and 2. You got it. Dang it. Unfortunately. Yeah, see? Dang it, that sucks. Because what I wanted to do, what I would really love to do, is if they go to cast that, then I have Village Rites open. That's what I want. It's what I want. What do we have? Another temple? I'm actually going to keep it. If they have another deadweight, then that's okay. Because then next turn we can call. Yeah, I mean, I miss out on Village Rites. Okay, so all they're doing is that. Perfect. Yup, you got it. Yes, we're going to Null Priest. Or are we? No, we're not. Yes, we are. I can't make up my mind. Again, having Village Rites open. Kind of key here. Temple of Silence. You got it. Top. Never a good sign. And that is why I kept the Village Rites open. You got it. Fortunately, so we're gonna do, we'll drop Veto. Yep. Gain Drain, Angel of Destiny. I mean, it's nice with a Veto on the board. Alright, we're going to keep it on top. See what happens this turn. Vessel, you got it. Do we have pacifism? Okay, so I can Village Rites. All that glitters. You got it. So unfortunately, don't have anything. So there's castle. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Four. We're gonna aura. Again, leaving Village Rites open. Yeah, leaving Village Rites open, so end step. No, we are not gonna attack. Oops. No attack. End turn. There's Luris. Yep. Access to those. And Myers Grasp, Village Rites, pay, sacking, aura. Not what I wanted, but do that. Exile him, get a 5/5 flyer. You got it. Perfect. Yup. Boom. There we go. Got him. All right. Felt good. That felt good. That felt good. All right. All right, everybody. Well, there you have it. There was Orzhov Clerics for Zendikar Rising Standard Best of 1. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought of the deck. That was fun. We had a few really good games. I think I played them. I think I played those matches pretty well. I think I played them pretty tight. I don't feel like I had many misplays there. But if you saw any, let me know. I'd be interested to know what you thought, especially of the play. Let me know. Let me know if you think I made any misplays or made any mistakes there. But yeah, I mean, this deck was fun. Again, I said it in the deck tech. I'm gonna say it again. I feel like you should not be playing Clerics, particularly Orzhov Clerics, without running Cleric of Life's Bond. I think it's a mistake. Now, again, if you're running Grixis or a different color combination, then you may be able to pass with running Cleric of Life's Bond. But I just really think in Orzhov colors, you really should not be passing up on this card, okay? It can turn into a real big threat that your opponent has to deal with. And when they're spending their concentration and their resources on Cleric of Lifespond, that gives you room and options to drop Veto, Tabarax, Angel of Destiny, and Aura. So Cleric of Lifespond, I just really feel like takes up a lot of your opponent's concentration, that they really have to focus on that card. All right, because again, if they don't, he is growing every single turn because you're gaining life every single turn. Okay, you may not be gaining a lot, but even, again, all you need to gain is one per turn. Once, as soon as you gain life, +1/+1 counter. Next turn, gain life, +1/+1 counter. Oh, you're blocking on when it's your opponent's turn, he's going to get a counter. Okay, so he can get out of control really, really quickly. All right, so again, Orzhov Clerics, you have to run Cleric of Lifespond. Again, just my opinion, but I think you can't run Orzhov Clerics without running that card. So, again, let me know what you guys thought. It was fun. I really enjoyed playing this deck. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Give me a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you have a deck that you want me to feature on the channel, send me a deck at the email down in the description, mr.mtg.engineer@gmail.com. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. All right, guys. Peace.